Hi guys, it's me, your old mate Daryl. How's everybody tonight? We've had a really good day today, me and Toby. At the moment we're on Hollym beach. I thought I'd give you a bit of a treat. Some people wanted to see him running around without his lead on, so that's what we've done tonight. We've come to Hollym beach, but we're going to have to get our skates on because we don't want to be on here when it gets dark. Plus the tide's beginning to come in. Now Toby's down there somewhere. Toby! Stay! 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 There he is, you can see his jacket just about. Toby's a good boy. Now come on. Off he goes. People are beginning to come off and move further up the beach. I'm fine with that. The sky's pretty grey. Toby's in front of me, just in front of me. There he is. It's good when he runs off. There you go, off he goes. Hi Jordan. Oh, we're having a great time. He'll come back in a minute, he'll come running back to me. Yeah, so it's on catch up, isn't it, Dave? Yep, enjoy your meal anyway. Toby! Toby, yeah! He's waiting for me now. Would you like a treat? Yeah. You can use it. I'll have to fill this bag back up again because I'm struggling. There we go. Off he goes, look. Beyond the vanishing point. Well, we'll get home, we'll have walked round about 16 miles today, me and Toby. We had a walk on the beach to Saint Lemaire, which was good. A walk round Saint Lemaire and then walk back home. Oh, so you're in work today? Oh, will they give you a day off through the week? Oh, how does that work, Jordan? Or will they give you double time for working on a Sunday? Toby! Doesn't go too far away from me. It's just up there waiting. Toby! Here! There he is. There we go. Oh, a good boy. He loves coming here. No, that's so at least you get tomorrow off. But it messes your weekend up, doesn't it, really? Oh, he's here. I like to keep my eye on him, especially when you've got fishermen about. Because some of them, not all, most are alright. But some just, they don't care, they just leave hooks about, bait, you know, bait on the hooks. And I know of dogs who swallowed the bait and the hook as well, and it's ripped the stomach out. So I like to keep him pretty close to me. There he is. When we come tomorrow morning, I don't care, he can go miles ahead of me. He can't hurt himself. Anything left on the shore, the tide will have washed it out. No, he doesn't like to swim, Jordan. No. Not keen on water. Doesn't even like putting his feet in it. I've tried him a few times, but he just won't have it. Come on, Toby! Come on, Toby! Well, we've got 11 people following us. I hope you're enjoying the video. This is Toby's special video on the beach at Hollym, near Withensea in East Yorkshire. If you like the video, please tap your screen. Let's get some more hearts. You can like, you can comment, share and subscribe. I've got lots and lots of things on my channel, but you have to subscribe. I've got camcorder videos. Oi, Toby! I mean, you can enjoy the conversation. And if you want to comment, tell me what you like, what you don't like, what you think I could do better, what you would like to see. I'll just talk about anything. We have some really good conversations on here, and we have some good laugh with a bit of banter and everything else. Dave's our Google man and our sports aficionado. Got that. That's been eroded by the sea. Yeah, that's right, Jackie. Loves having a runabout. There he goes. I have to watch him. It's pretty much alright. He's a good lad. He's not going to disappear. Never to be seen again. There's no quicksand around here, so I'm not going to have to dive in to rescue him. Off he goes. He's gone beyond the vanishing point. He'll be back in a minute. This is his favourite beach, actually, Jack. Albert, hiya. Which place is this? We're at a place called Hollym. We're near Withensea in East Yorkshire in the United Kingdom. We're about 20 miles east of Kingston upon Hull. She's there waiting for me. Yeah, this beach, he just loves this. He'd live on it if he could. Where's Toby? waiting for me. There you go. There you go, look. Yeah, we'll bring the United Kingdom. He's not going to run, he's not going to play ball. What breed is the dog? He's a Jack Russell Terrier. He's about 14-month-old. He's absolutely full of life. We'll go home, I'll give him his tea. I'll have my tea, and then we're to play ball for half an hour. He's a real star. See, it's beginning to go dark now. Oi! I don't know what it is you're after, but you don't want it. A bit of twig you were trying to eat. But I'm always on the lookout as well. I've got to trust him, but I'm also on the lookout for anything like that. Has he found some bait on a hook or something? Off he goes. Waiting for me. There he is. You can see him now. He's coming in focus. Toby. Who's a good boy then? Who's a real good boy? Come on, Toby. Yeah, we've got 12 people with us at the moment on this beach, so just like to say welcome to everybody. It's good to have you on board. If you do enjoy the video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. I've got lots of good stuff on my channel. Got other walks which I've done with my camcorder and put some work into. I've got lots and lots and lots of these live videos, plus I've got pictures, small videos of Toby, videos of microlights, of all sorts on there. So please like, comment, share and subscribe. Off he goes. There he goes. Now he's waiting for me. Toby! Where's Toby? Toby! Toby! Well, I think I lost everybody there for a moment, but really good to see you all back. No, he's not a Parsons Jack Russell, he's a Jack Russell. He's a full Jack, well, he's supposed to be. Man, we do have our doubts. But when we got him, we got a pedigree Jack Russell with all his papers. But I think there's a little more. So you might be right, he could be a Parsons Jack Russell. Somebody reckoned there was a bit of corgi in him somewhere. So I don't know. Have you? Oh, right. A Jack Russell Chihuahua. I bet he's noisy, isn't he? Steve, huh? I thought your beach in Florida would have been nice and warm. I thought it'd have been brilliant. I mean, to swim in our North Sea at the moment, it would be cold. It's not something I want to do. The other work I'm doing on Hessel Road in Hull and fishing, I was reading about the 3 trawlers in 1968 where all men were lost, 58 men were lost, and they were where they went fishing. They were deep sea trawlers, and they were going up as far as Greenland and Spitsbergen, north of Iceland, and sometimes you had like force 8, force 9, force 10 gales. Really quite horrific. And sometimes you didn't even have a radio operator on board. Oh, I wanted a rescue dog before I got Toby, but when I told them my age, too old. Well, they don't actually tell you too old, they just say we have nothing available. So I thought, I don't really want to get a puppy. The puppy might outlive me. Then what? Nicola, I spoke to Nicola about that, and Nicola said, Dad, get a dog. She said, if the push comes to shove and you die before the dog, she said, I will have the dog. So if anything happens to me and the old Duchess, Toby goes to his big sister. I'll make sure she's properly compensated for looking after him, but I wouldn't have got another dog. I've certainly not got a puppy without that guarantee. I'm 71, I don't think I'm about to croak anytime soon. But my age, you never know, do you? Look at this here. Where am I from? On Withensea in Yorkshire. I'm originally from Manchester. So look at that. I've watched this erode for the last 6 months or so. Originally it were all part of that, but the sea washed in at the back of it. There it is waiting for me. So sometime that'll just topple over. Toby! Come on, Tobes. Well, that was good, weren't it? Did you enjoy that? I enjoyed it. I'm trying to fasten him up. Hang on. Let's not the little blighter. That's it. Just bear with me a moment. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, people. I had to put his lead back on him though. Hi Triple J, how are you? How was Shabbat? Ron? Okay. I'm not from, but me and the Duchess, we did what we had to do. We lit the candles, had our meal, and that were about it. Hi Triple J, how are you? Oh, yeah. It's funny, I watch dogs here in Withensea in the summer when they're with the families, and they're there shepherding the kids. They make sure the kids keep away from the water. It's just, I don't know, astonishing to watch them really. They're there, you know, making sure, heading the kids in the right direction. It's just instinct with them, isn't it? Yep. Happy Remembrance Day to you too, Triple J. Yep, enjoy yourself relaxing in that bath. Well, my blood sugar seems to have stabilised. You know, this last week or so, it's been up and down like a salesman's trousers in the back of his car. But look at, you know, this last couple of days, it seems to have gone back to where it should be, between 5.5 and 6.5. I pigged myself last night, and I thought, I'm going to suffer for this. I pigged myself on my birthday. I thought, I'm going to suffer for this, and I didn't. And I pigged myself last night. I thought, I am going to suffer now. I know I am. No. So I don't know what's going on. How's the weather? It's warm. I'll show you me, I'm overdressed. I put my cap on because it can get a bit cold. I put my hat on. But really, if I didn't have it on, I wouldn't be that cold. But now it's on my head, it can stay there. But it's really quite warm. I've got my high-vis jacket, which is quilted, and a jumper, and I'm absolutely boiling. Toby's got his high-vis on. He's alright with it now. He didn't like it at first, but he's alright with it now. Ah, thanks Triple J, thank you very much. Well, we're about 2 miles from the Twin Towers. So I think when we finish today, Toby and I will have done a smiler, a 16-miler. What have we done so far? .76, so we'll have definitely done a smiler when we get home, a 16-miler. That's this morning. When we walked to Saint Lemaire, I'm kicking myself because I wish I'd have had my video cam for that. It was a good walk, and then walking round the holiday site afterwards, and it's all dead. Would have been good, but I didn't. But there'll be other opportunities, so I'm not too bothered. No, Jack, I got it from a place called Toffs. It's like a discount store in Midlandsea. You get the gloves. I got the gloves and the hat, and I think it came to about £8. I think the gloves what I'm wearing were £6. The tips though were £6, but because I bought them together, I got them for £8. So that's about $12. Well, Nicola is in a bad way. She's got the flu. She hasn't even gone into work, and Nicola does not take time off work. But she seemed a bit better today. Yesterday she couldn't breathe. The old Duchess said to her, I bet you've got COVID. She said, no I haven't, no I haven't. And so I said, I bet you have, Nicola. You want to take a test? She have got none left. So I don't know. But Pat phoned her up earlier on and she sounded a bit better. So if you're watching this, Nicola, get well soon. Yeah, hi Danky, how are you today? Yeah, for her to take time off work, she's bad. She'll go into work, it doesn't matter how ill she is, she will go in. So she's took time off work, she is ill, not just ill but really ill. How are you tonight, Danky? Well, we can see the windsock there. No, Withensea, which is the coast, as you know. Nicola lives in Burnley, in Lancashire. So it's about 100 miles or something like that to get to Burnley. So we got a southeasterly blowing. Well, we're in Yorkshire. We're on the Yorkshire coast, a place called Withensea, and we're about 20 miles east of Hull. We often go up to Aberdeenshire. We haven't been for a few years, but we used to stay at a place called Gardenstown. It's really nice there, a little old fishing village. I don't know really, to be honest, Jack. I've never really thought, I've not got around to thinking about that. It's something I might think about, because I know people want to do things, and I don't know. There will be a way on Google that you can do it. No, not Google, YouTube that you can do it, but I don't know what it is. But thank you very much for such a lovely thought. Oh, I know, Port, sorry. The old Duchess got a jumper. It's like a Scandinavian jumper she got from a shop there, just on the quayside, on the, you know, on the quay. Yeah, she got this lovely, really warm jumper. You know, she got it, but she never wears it, and she moans about the cold sometimes. Hi Jane, it is nice here. East Yorkshire is a beautiful, it's often understated. You mention the Yorkshire coast, everybody thinks automatically of Whitby, which is about 80 or 90 miles north of here. Well, that's it. Oh, Whitby. If you say East Yorkshire, what? We don't really think of it, but it is a beautiful coastline. We have beautiful countryside, and yeah, it's one of them places once you've been to you'll love. It's going dark, folk. Yeah, see you later, Dave. Take care, mate. Enjoy the meal. But it's nice where you live in Old Port. Sorry, that is beautiful, isn't it? I think your weather can be a bit inclement there though, because you're really out in the wild, really in the elements, you know, at mercy of the elements, aren't you? But I know I like it up there. We did think at one stage of buying a cottage to retire to, me and my old Duchess. I'm glad now we didn't, which is no reflection on the Aberdeenshire coast, but the old Duchess, she has mobility issues, so it would have made life really difficult for her, for me. Whereas here we're kind of out in the sticks, but we're not too far from the things we need. Yeah, look up Withensea, right? Withensea, East Yorkshire. We have lots and lots of caravan sites, and there's some amazing walks around here too. I'm about a 20-25 minute car journey from the Spurn Point. Now that's a day out in itself. It's a 7-mile walk from Kilnsea to the tip of the Spurn, and you've a lot of history there, stretching right the way back to the Angles and Saxons. You have a lot of wartime history because it was a massive military camp in both the First and Second World Wars. The military didn't leave until I think 1953. Lots and lots of history around here. A few miles that way, you've got where one of the gunpowder plotters lived. So yeah, there's a lot to see. Here we are. There you go, Withensea. Take a picture of that. And the nice thing about Withensea is it isn't spoiled. There's some of you get lots of people here, but it's not like Whitby where, you know, Whitby you can't move. You're fighting to get in, you're fighting to get out. You're struggling to park. If you find somewhere to park, you're struggling to get out again. It's just a nightmare. It's lovely, but I love the place. But even in a cold day in January, it's difficult. No, Bridlington, I'm originally from Salford, near Manchester. Bridlington is about 35 miles perhaps from where we are now. You go through Hornsey and eventually you'll come out on the A165, which takes you to Bridlington. Bridlington again's nice, especially out of season. And there's plenty of caravans, bed and breakfasts, cottages, whatever you fancy. But in season, woof, you can't move. The place is absolutely rammed. I don't think it's quite as bad as Whitby, but nevertheless, you're still fighting to get in and fighting to find somewhere to park. Oh God. And when you get somewhere to park, it's probably miles away from where you want to be. Really? There's a place. You know, Jane, Golden Sands. Take a look at that place. I don't think it's too dear. We have a site on there, and then we have a site, a smaller site across the road here. Then there's Park Dean. So it'd be worth looking up. And they're not massively, they're not cheap. These things aren't cheap, as you know, but they're not massively expensive. Well, I live 20 miles from Hull Glen. My wife is disabled. She has mobility issues. It would be very difficult for us to live our lives if we didn't have a car. We don't have a bad bus service. It's an hourly bus service from here to Hull. If we wanted to go to Bridlington or somewhere like that, then we would have to get 2 buses, and it would probably take us about 3.5 hours. If I go to Hull on the bus, it will take us going on for 2 hours. The service is fine. How many buses an hour do you need? But it would be difficult for us. A lot of people who live around here are like us, we're retired, and one or other, or even both, suffer from mobility issues. You have a lot of ex-miners, ex-steel workers, ex-woolen mill workers who've retired and they live here. And they suffer. Right, You're very welcome, Jane. You know, if I can help, you know, if you some more ideas and stuff, you can always, you know, you can always ask me. Go onto the channel, leave a message, and I'll help you whatever way I can. Yeah, people don't live in them trailer parks mainly. People have them as holiday homes. Are you in America, Glenn? I think you are, right? I think you're an American, and I think things are different over there. People actually live in trailer parks. Over here, you get some old people what do. But as a rule, it's like a second home. It's like a holiday home that they've got. You know, they'll pack up at weekend on a Friday, finish work, get home, and wham bam, that's them for the weekend. Get the dog in the car, get all the stuff in, and or even not even got all the stuff, they'll think, well, you know, leave all our stuff here, just jump in the car and go to the caravan. I think they are cheap in some respects, but then they're expensive as well. I mean, you're paying anything up to about £5,000 a year ground rent. But then, of course, you can buy one of them places and get a nice one, brand new, for about £45,000. Try getting one of these bungalows for anything like that. Our bungalow cost us 73, and that was in 2015. I don't know what it's worth now. I'd say probably about 130. Well, plus we have council tax to pay on it. But if you have one of those caravans, you don't pay council tax. So, you know, there are swings and roundabouts with it. Hi, Ashley. Yeah, some people call them mobile homes. I'm old-fashioned. I still call them caravans. But yeah, mobile homes if you want. Trailers. I know in America a lot of people call them trailer parks. But I think that's a different meaning to what it has here. I mean, if I think of a trailer park in America, and basically just watching American programs, it's where really poor people live. People who are struggling. Over here, well, you've got a mobile home, or you've got a caravan, you're on a caravan site, a caravan park. And it's got a whole different meaning, that. You're retired, you've got money in the bank, the place is small, kids have grown up, you can cope with it. And like I said, you're still working, your missus is working, the kids have gone to wherever kids go when they grow up, university, and get their own houses and that sort of thing. And you've got a load of money, you don't know what to do with it. So that's what they do. Get yourself a home by the sea. You know what, when we get fed up with it, or you get too old to be coming every week, you just don't want to come. Sell it back. Hey, you've still got all the memories. Yeah, I get where you're coming from with that, Glenn. You know, it's a bit of a stretch, I agree with you there. Bit some hassle if you want to move it. But I know it in the UK, people do. You often see them on the back of trucks being moved from one location to another. What they tend to have is you're on a hard standing. I'll tell you what we'll do one day. Might do it tomorrow. We'll go and have a look at Park Dean. That's one of the sites near to me. And we'll have a look, and so you can see. You're hooked up to it. All you have to do is disconnect your electricity hookup and your water. You know, and your sewerage. It all just disconnects quite easily. It does. I don't know about in America, I can't say, but over here it does. Well, the tide's in, look. And there's where we were. See if we can get right at the centre of the screen. But we were a bit further on than that. Ah, right. That's a lot. Our population doubles between July and September in the school holidays, when people come for a week or 2 weeks here. So yours doubles in winter. Ah, that's interesting. Hi Wavy, how are you today? How do you do addresses without numbers? The brick houses? You mean, well, they all have numbers for one thing, or they have house names. And the green trim, we call that a garden. Well, I don't think we're going to get such a marvellous sunset tonight, not like we've been getting this last couple of nights. See, these are nice houses. Me and the Duchess, we played with the idea of getting one. There were one for sale, and we really seriously considered buying it. I think the 3 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms upstairs and 1 bedroom downstairs. And we thought, should we or shouldn't we? We could have just about afforded one at that time. But then we'd have had no money left. You know, we'd have bought it, we'd have been fine. Moved in, we'd have been fine. But it would have cleared us out totally. And that's what we thought. Do we need 3 bedrooms? What are we going to do with 2 bedrooms? Another 2 bedrooms? There's only 2 of us, and we had 2 dogs then. So we didn't bother. And we got the bungalow we've got instead. Hi other Glenn, how are you? Do we get many people fishing? Yeah. There's some down here, look, there's a guy there. If you noticed, when we were at Hollym, there are a lot of people there fishing. There's some more guys here. It's a good place to fish. They have several big competitions here as well. We've just had one a couple of weeks ago. There's a guy down there fishing, one of the fishermen. That's a dog walker, I think. But Yeah, but it is quite a big fishing area. I think it was last night. The place was absolutely dark. It was pitch black, and you could see the fishermen. They were wearing lights on their foreheads. See there, you'll see all his gear. You can see, look, the tripod, the fishing rod, and his stuff. Sounds brilliant, both of you. Hello. Look, you're getting your orders, are you?
Come on, I'm not going to go down for you.
He's fine.
Come on, Bear.
She's telling you in no uncertain terms.
Come on. Get lost.
She's not going to have it, is she?
Come on.
You come down, she's saying. See you later, mate. I'm not sure we got here. It's all right, love. Oh, are you sulking? Right, we'll just disappear, love. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, love. Dogs, who'd have them? We know what they're like. I know. No. Toby would have killed him. He'd love a fight, would Toby? He'd give anything for a fight. He's alright with any other dog, but if they show the smallest sign of aggression, Toby wants to get in there. Toby, would you like a treat? Well, wait a minute, let me just find them. Don't want that lady coming on. There you are. Good boy. Toby's a good boy. Yeah, he won't take any nonsense. He is good. He's really good. Really good, Hayes. Yeah. Yeah, will do, Ollie. Thank you very much. Some do, to be honest. It depends. Some do turn their noses up. Yes, the book I'm reading at the moment is called The Headscarf Revolutionaries. It's heartbreaking. You imagine a 26-year-old skipper taking the boat out. His crew. He's got a few decent people on board. He's got his dad and a few others, but the rest of them, could be anybody. The runners who work for the trawlers, I'd literally take anybody on. Didn't matter, you could be a drunk, you could be old. We didn't care, you might never have been to sea before. We didn't care, as long as you had enough people on board. Boats were going out with no radio operator on them. And you weren't just trawling around the coast of Britain, they were going out as far as Greenland. Or Spitsbergen, north of Iceland. You know, to get the biggest catch. And the boat that went out, the first of the three trawlers, it just, we don't know what happened to it. We just lost radio contact. The company didn't tell anybody for going on for 3 weeks. It's a good book, I'd recommend it to anybody. Well, the boat club's open. Let's have a look and see what the sea's doing. Hiya. Look how dark it is now. Yeah, so me and Toby will have done 16 mile by the time we get home. That's a smiler, isn't it? A 16 miler, that must be a smiler. And the old Duchess, she's made a roast beef dinner. So that's something to look forward to. And little fella will get his as well. Right, mate. Hello. Yeah, it's awful getting dark at 5, isn't it? What looks like hydrogen peroxide, Mike? Yeah, I know, I hate this, getting dark at 5. Jay, we're at a place called Withensea, which is in East Yorkshire, in the United Kingdom. We're about 20 miles east of Hull. Hi, Zone 6er. You'd think it were cold though. We're in November, late November, well, early November I should say. And you think it'd be cold. We've not even had our central heating on properly. We had it on a couple of weeks ago. Just basically to make sure everything was still working. See if the radiators needed bleeding and things like that. Other than that, we've not had it on. So I'm well happy with that. We're about £900 in credit with the energy company, so we're happy with that. Alright, so no problem. No problem. Yeah, I don't understand what that is. Hydrogen peroxide. I know what hydrogen peroxide is, but I don't get what looks like hydrogen peroxide. I know lots of my mum's mates, going back to the 1960s, used to put peroxide on their hair to make it go blonde. Well, that's about all I know. Well, we've got 17 people with us now. Just like to welcome the newcomers. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. See, we can still see the pier towers. Last night, remember, it was absolutely dark. I came out a little bit early today. Came out at 2:30. I got right down the beach at Hollym. Hello. And for the icon, I've got a really good picture, really good. Toby outside a bunker. Yeah, we've done 15.67 miles so far. Yeah, I will do, Holly. Thank you very much. I am actually looking forward to it. Well, I'm going to move further down because I think we've got a disco in a car, which is all very well and good, but at the same time, YouTube get a bit nasty on them things because it infringes copyright and they'll just scrub the entire video. So rather than do that, I'm just going to talk through it, so I can't do that. So in 2 hours we've walked about 6 miles. 2 of them have been on sand. So am I happy with that? Yeah. Yeah, you're right there. You're right there, Hayes. I am looking forward to it. And Toby will be getting this as well. Me, the Duchess and Toby. And then afterwards we're having apple crumble. So I'm looking forward to it all. I just hope my blood sugars are going to be alright, but this last few days they seem to be stable again. They're haywire for about 4 or 5 days, up and down, but now they seem okay again. So I don't really know why. They were stable for months, and yet when we turned the clocks back, we went haywire. Whether it's change of routine or what, I don't know. But now they seem to be returning to where they should be. No, Jack. They were built in the late 19th century, say the 1860s or something like that. I don't remember the exact date, but round about the 1860s, the housing, the entrance to what used to be the pier. They built a pier there. Withensea became quite an important resort and place for day trippers. It had a railway station, and people had come from nearby Hull and other places. People had been coming from the woolen district of West Yorkshire, what was the West Riding of a coalfield round Barnsley. So they built the pier towers and the pier as a facility for holiday makers and day trippers. In Valley Gardens, where we are right now, we used to have lots of other things like tennis courts, things like that. And we had a permanent fair as well. Now, it's just been turned into a garden and a place where you can hold events. The pier disappeared round about 1903. Various ships had smashed into it during storms, so progressively it got shortened. Then eventually they thought, you know what, we're just wasting our time, and they pulled the whole thing down. But at that time they also built the seawall that we see. And as they were building the seawall, they knocked down the pier. There were some talk 7 or 8 years ago of rebuilding the pier. I didn't think it'd get anywhere, and it didn't. But a lot of people contributed to it. As far as I know, the money raised was eventually returned back to the donors and sponsors. But something like that, it didn't really have the support of the council. Now anything like that would have to have support, I thought anyhow, of the East Ridings Council, who seemed pretty ambivalent about it. It is a very British dish, Jack. Very British. Oh, I do a lot of reading. I listen to what people tell me, Hayes. And that is my interest, history. So yeah, if I find a bit of history somewhere, oh yeah, I am interested. Now, they're actually modelled, Jack, they're actually modelled on Conway Castle in North Wales, which was, I'm just trying to think who it was, I think that was Richard III. I mean, the Saxons didn't really build castles. You know, we use wattle and daub and things like that. Evening, people.
Hiya.
Hiya, how's it going?
Very well.
Hello. It's Ian. Hello, it's Alice.
Was that what you said?
No, I said it was all rubbish that was drinks.
I'll see you guys anyhow. Take care. Yeah. I'll look that up anyway. If Bitty Dave's gone, because I'll be getting him to Google it. Conway Castle. I'll Google it when I get home and I'll put something, I'll put a post up on here. So if anyone's interested, we can have a look at it. But I think they've done the time of Richard III. It was the iron ring around North Wales to subdue the Welsh. Well, this was one of our bookmakers. It closed down at COVID and it never reopened. It's for sale, but nobody wants it. It'd be good if a council bought it, renovated it, and turned it into 3 or 4 shops. Well, folk, I think you know where you are without me telling you. Is Yorkshire pudding Saxon? I didn't know that. I know it's a favourite though with roast beef. And it's the thought of that roast beef that's driving me forward. I'm Toby. Well, it's about 47 days to Christmas, I think. 46, I think, I'm not sure. Oh, I think there's a car coming, just hold on. Yeah. Well, we're here. I think we know where we are. It just remains for me to thank everybody. There's Toby. Toby. Ooh, would you like a treat? I got a look at least. I'll give you one in a moment. Well, folk, I just want to say thank you for a lovely evening. I've really enjoyed our walk and I hope you've enjoyed it too. We saw Toby running around on the beach without his lead on. That was real good. He enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as Toby did. We often go to Hollym Beach. Yeah, it's safe. I don't mind when he runs off, isn't it? He can't hurt himself. He's fine. So, those who have liked the video, thank you very much. It's what it's about. Those who have commented, you make this channel what it is. And those who have subscribed, thank you very much. And those who just walked along with us, again, thank you. It's been a great day. It's been a great walk. And I've enjoyed every minute of it. How far have we walked according to my watch? Right. 16.23 miles. That's not bad. We walked 7.23 just now. That's not bad. So once again, thank you very much for being with me. Thank you very much for your company. So I'm going to say good night, and we're going and have my dinner, my roast beef. So good night from me and good night from Toby.